Hey everyone, so it's Bethany with Thrive for Change, and today I'm going to ask the team how to recognize and respond to an overdose with Naloxone Nasal Spray. So let's go talk to them, come on. Hey team.
Hey, what's up?
How are we doing?
Wonderful.
Hey Ashley, I have a question for you. So could you tell me what an overdose is?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. An overdose is when a person consumes too many opiates and it overwhelms their system, either slowing their breathing down or stopping it.
Okay, thank you. Hey Patrick, how would you recognize the signs of an overdose?
Okay, so like Ashley said, their breathing's going to be slowed or stopped completely. They're not going to be responsive. Their fingertips and lips are going to be the first to change color, kind of start like losing color and maybe start turning blue. The face will drain out pretty quickly after that. And then their pupils are going to be really tiny, just as what opioids do. And then to see if to test if somebody's responsive or not, you're gonna try to wake them up. If you know their name, say their name, saying I'm gonna Narcan use is a good way to get somebody's attention. And then you're gonna do what's called a sternum rub. You're gonna make a fist, drag it across that chest plate real hard. It's supposed to hurt. And if the person doesn't respond to that, and showing the other symptoms, it's a good chance they're having an overdose.
Once you've determined the person is unresponsive and you think it's an overdose, what do you do next?
So after I wake them up, you're gonna go and get your Narcan kit. So there's 2 doses per box here, and there's 1 dose per device. To open it, all you're gonna do is pull back this foil here, pop out the device. So naloxone is a medication that reverses the effects of opioids by binding to the receptor that the opioids are bound to, and reverses the effects of the opioid and allows the person to breathe. So after you pop it out of the device, it is ready to use. There's no priming it. You're just gonna put it into the nostril, tilt that head back, press that plunger down. After you administer that first dose, you're gonna call 911 and you're just gonna say what you see. If they're not breathing, they're not responding, we need an ambulance. If you know rescue breathing, you've been trained how to do it, we recommend starting rescue breathing at this point. After 2 minutes, they wake up from that first dose. You're gonna pop open the second dose here, same thing, peel that foil back, take the device out, insert in the other nostril, and you're just gonna press that plunger down. You're gonna repeat a dose every 2 minutes until the person wakes up or help gets there. And that's it.
Great.
Nice and simple.
So Ashley, after you've responded to an overdose, is there anything that you need to know?
Absolutely. It's a really important thing to monitor the person. When they wake up, they're gonna be slightly confused, disoriented. Some people may not even realize that they experienced an overdose. So it's really important to calmly let them know, explain what happened using I statements. That way it reduces any feelings of guilt, shame, embarrassment. So when you're talking to someone and letting them know what happened, tell them, hey, I found you overdosing, so I gave you Narcan, and I'm gonna sit and wait with you until paramedics arrive or until you feel better, whichever one comes first, but you don't want them to feel embarrassed about what happened either. So stay with them, monitor them. It's normal that Narcan wears off in around 90 minutes, so you wanna make sure that they don't fall back into an overdose. Some people might not be excited to have someone waiting with them and they might want to leave, but do what you can to encourage them to stay. But also at the same time, be mindful of how you're feeling. If there are other people around or if anyone else shows up like paramedics, don't be afraid to tap out, take a break, regroup. It's a very traumatic experience to have to go through something like that on either end. So be mindful of how you're feeling and of course, debrief with someone, whether it's a therapist, a friend, coworker, whoever is willing to talk to you and let you vent and get it out, process what happened. It's really important that you be mindful of how not only the person is feeling, but how you feel as well.
Okay, great. That's good to know.
So if you have to leave the person for whatever reason, whether to be go and find more Narcan or to find your phone to call an ambulance, you want to make sure you put them in what's called the recovery position. So if they are flat on their back, you're going to roll them to one side. That top leg is going to be pulled across their body. And then the arm that is closest to the ground is going to be stretched outward, perpendicular to the body. And then the top arm is going to be tucked underneath the head. And that way, if they wake up or vomit, they're not going to be breathing it in. It keeps those airways open as the naloxone is starting to go into effect.
Okay, so that's how you respond to an overdose with Naloxone nasal spray. If you need a refresher, feel free to rewatch this video. If you ever need a replacement kit, you can go to your local pharmacy, harm reduction organization, or thriveforchange.org. And thank you so much for learning how to save a life. Have an awesome day.